Hello everyone. Yesterday we are discussing about the unit impulse response of the first order system. So today we are going to study about the step response of the first order system. So in step response we are taking the input signal is step. The input signal R of t is step signal, that is u of t. Apply the Laplace transform on both sides. Laplace transform of R of t is R of s and Laplace transform of unit step signal is 1 by s. So we know that the first order system equation C of s equal to 1 by s tau plus 1 into R of s. So if you apply the unit impulse signal, you have to substitute R of s equal to 1. If you apply the unit step signal, you have to apply the R of s equal to 1 by s. So in place of R of s, just substitute the value 1 by s. So then the equation C of s becomes C of s equal to 1 by s tau plus 1 into R of s. Already we know that this is the first order system because the highest exponent in the denominator of the transfer function is 1. So the s power 1, that's why this is the first order system, and we are applying the unit step as the input, that's why R of s value is 1 by s. So in place of R of s, just substitute 1 by s, then C of s becomes C of s equal to 1 by s tau plus 1 into 1 by s. So in order to do the time domain analysis, we have to obtain the response in time domain. But from this equation we are not getting the direct time domain equation. That's why we are applying the inverse Laplace transform. That's why we are applying the partial fractions, because direct inverse Laplace transform of this equation is not there. We are having the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s, that is 1, and we are having the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by something s plus a, that is e power minus at. But we are not having the direct inverse Laplace transform of these type of functions. So that's why we are going for the partial fractions. So whenever I am doing the partial fractions for this equation, so I am representing the C of s equal to 1 by s tau plus 1 into 1 by s, that is equal to a by s plus b by s tau plus 1. So it is also written as do the LCM. So 1 by s into s tau plus 1 equal to a into s tau plus 1 plus bs by s into s tau plus 1. On the both sides, the denominator part of the equations are same and these are getting cancelled. Equate the numerator terms in order to find out the a and b values. So a into s tau plus 1 plus bs equal to 1. So from this one I can write a s tau plus a plus bs equal to 1. A s tau plus a plus bs equal to 1. So from that one a is the constant term. Once again I am writing here. Just here. A s tau plus a so a s tau plus a plus bs equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. Equating the constant terms, we are getting the a equal to 1, and s terms we are having a tau plus b equal to 0, because we are not having s terms in this part. So a tau plus b equal to 0, but we know that a equal to 1. Substitute a equal to 1. So a tau plus b equal to 0, tau plus b equal to 0, and b equal to minus tau. Now after doing the partial fractions, substitute a and b values in the above equation. So we are getting a equal to 1 by equating the constant terms, and we are getting b equal to minus tau by equating the s terms. So we are getting a equal to 1 and b equal to minus tau. Substitute those values, then you are getting C of s equal to 1 by s minus tau by s tau plus 1. So this is also written as 1 by s minus tau. In the denominator part I am taking tau as common. So whenever I am taking tau as common, so here tau and s plus 1 by tau. These tau and these tau gets cancelled. These tau and this one cancelled. Now you apply the inverse Laplace transform for this one. So inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus 1 by tau equal to e power minus t by tau, because inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a is e power minus at. In place of a we are having 1 by tau. That's why inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus 1 by tau is e power minus t by tau. So in this way we are getting the impulse unit step response of the first order system. So now we are trying to draw the response of the system with respect to time. So in y-axis you have to take the response, in x-axis you have to take the time. So with respect to time, how the response of the system is varied when the input signal impulse is applied. When the input signal step is applied, not the impulse, step is applied, because we are already done with the impulse response. So in order to draw the curve, that is time versus response, I am taking the different t values. For example, if I am take t equal to 0, so when t equal to 0, the equation this becomes 1 minus e power minus 0. So 1 minus e power minus 0, e power 0 value is 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So here I am getting the point 0. And second case, I am taking t equal to 1 tau. So if I am taking t equal to 1 tau, substitute the t equal to 1 tau in this equation, then 1 minus e power minus tau by tau getting cancelled, then the value is 1 minus e power minus 1. So 1 minus e power minus 1 value is 0.632. And again take t equal to 2 tau. So whenever you are taking t equal to 2 tau, the C of t equation is 1 minus e power minus t by tau. So in place of t you have to substitute 2 tau. Then the equation becomes 1 minus e power minus 2. So the value is 0.865. Again take t equal to 3 tau. So whenever you are taking t equal to 3 tau, the equation becomes 1 minus e power minus 3. The value is 0.95. Take t equal to infinity. So whenever you are taking t equal to infinity, then 1 minus e power minus infinity, value is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So if I am drawing the response, the response will be like this. At t equal to 0 it is 0. At t equal to 0 it is 0. At t equal to 1 tau it is some 0.632. At t equal to 2 tau 0.865. At t equal to 3 tau it is 0.95. And after that, whenever t increases it will be constant. So if you observe this response, I am showing you clearly. So this is the response. If you observe this response, from this point to this point, if time changes, the response of the system will be changed. So this part is called as the transient response of the system. And if you observe after this point, the response will be maintained the constant value. So this is the steady state response of the system. So whenever you are applying the unit step signal to the first order system, the response of the system is containing the transient term and the steady state term. But in the previous case, if you apply the impulse to the first order system, only you are getting the transient term. But here, whenever you are applying the step signal to the system, you are getting the combination of transient term and the steady state term, because here up to this part the system response is changing with respect to time. After this part the system response is constant with respect to time. So this is the steady state term, this is the transient term. So from the expression also we can know that, so this is the expression. So here 1 is the steady state term and e power minus t by tau is the constant. 1 is the steady state term, e power minus t by tau is the transient term. So from this equation we can tell one thing, that is the impulse, the unit step response of the first order system consists of both transient as well as the steady state term. So thank you everyone, hope you get some knowledge about the unit step